Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Ranelle and I am doing my long awaited debt update. The last time I did this was in November of 2021. It's been over a year since I've even looked at my debt. The last time I checked my debt, I was $70,000 in debt. I think slightly over 70,000. I'm gonna go ahead and add it up really quick just so we know where we're starting. So I do have my sheets. I did list all of my fiance's debt and all of mine already. So this is what my fiance's debt looked like back in November of 2021, and this is what his debt looks like now. So there are more, but there is some things that are paid down and paid off. So let's go. So his debt was $8,933.49, and his total minimum payments was $330. A lot of our debt is medical. There's actually not a whole lot of our debt that is other like credit cards and things. Most of our debt is medical. So when you hear 70,000, that is because it's medical. So I just want to keep that as a reminder. We also are a very low income family. We make about $3,500 to $3,800 for a family of 6, a family of 7 if you include like our dog and the expenses that come with the dog. So we do not make very much. Our yearly income is around $45,000, again, for a family of 6. And that is with him working and with me working. So I just want you to think about that for a moment. So a lot of like these minimum payments weren't able to get made because we just didn't have it to make. Some of these amounts went up, like the Capital One definitely went up. His credit limit used to be 500. I believe now it's like 900 and it is close to max. So let's go ahead and get started on this. I just want to add up my debt and his debt to show you where we started out at. So his debt was $8,933.49. Okay, this is what the bills look like now. They look about the same, honestly, but there's a few different things on here now. So my debt in November of 2021 was $61,326. So let's go ahead and add that. Okay, so total in debt, we were at $70,259.49. So I need a piece of paper to write that on. Why didn't I think of this? Don't mind the fact that I just tore that. I just want to write the total. So $70,259.49 was our total in debt in November of 2021. So let's go ahead and start in what our debt looks like now. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my fiance's. So the reason I'm not combining them is because I owe a lot more than he does. So yes, we could be using the Snowball method to combine our debt, but we are focusing on him first because he has the least amount of debt and he is like our key to owning our own business and things like that. So we are gonna work towards mine this year, but I am focusing on his first. So I'm gonna go ahead and set these to the side along with this. So U-Haul. So the reason that we owe a balance to U-Haul is after all of our moving, if you're new here, I moved from Wyoming to Florida, August of 2021. We started our budgeting and our debt payoff and everything of October of 21. And we've had a few things happen to us since then. So it's been a little bit of a challenge to get our debt paid down, but we're working really hard towards it now. But anyways, so we moved all the way across the country and then we got into a place where there was no AC. The landlord, like the owners, weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. And so we actually had to move again because we lived in Florida and there was no AC. So we moved again. And then we stayed at that house, and then we moved into the house that we're currently in back in July when I was pregnant with my 4th daughter. So crazy amount of moves. But anyways, we owe like tolls, and I just recently got like the email of like the total amount due. So we owe, I think it was like $99 and some odd cents. So I'm just gonna write 100 that I know we owe. And then IC Systems is apparently I got a call the other day about this, and it was our internet from Wyoming like a year and a half ago, and I had no idea that we had owed an outstanding balance from like over the move. I guess our billing was like a month behind. So we owe $177 to them. So tolls, if you live in Florida, there's tolls everywhere. Again, I'm from like Wyoming and they don't have tolls. But like Colorado did. So I went and I found out how much I owed between Florida and Colorado. And it looks like it was like slightly under 200, but I'm just gonna write 200 because I'm sure by the time I get around paying to it, it will be there. So loan A was $500 and it is now $400. Okay, so our loan is not something that's on his previous debt, and it's a personal loan through someone, a family member of ours, and we owe them $400. Now, therapy was on here and it is still owed at $450. So this is a brand new credit card that he didn't have then, but that he has now. It is a total of $486. His credit one was $787.77, and now it is at $832. Now Capital One was at $386.14, and it is currently at $898. Now this was not on here, but again, I guess after insurance and everything, I had thought insurance was going to pay this. This pediatrics bill is from Wyoming. We've been like dealing with insurance, trying to get it covered because my girls were on state Medicaid in Wyoming at the time, but I guess there was like a lapse, and so now we owe this amount, $1,065. And then hospital was $1,300 and it is now $1,500. Now, if you see car was completely paid off in 2022. We used our tax return to pay this off, so we no longer have this right here. But we did add other things, so car is not anywhere in here anymore. And J loan used to be on my debt, but it is now his because this was a loan that he took out for our car from a personal family member to get it fixed. And we owe $2,189.26. So now I'm not making a minimum payment to these. I will tell you what we're making minimum payments to. Now the reason for this being is that we are making a First Premier gets $40 every month. Capital One gets 40, or Credit One and Capital One gets a 40. So these are not getting anything, and this one gets 100. Okay, so the reason that these are not getting anything is because right now I'm going to focus on just paying these ones off and keeping these minimum payments because these aren't very much. So 100, 177, I can pay them off pretty quickly without making a minimum payment. And then these we will work towards payments once we get to these. But for right now, I just don't have it to pay every month. I understand that collections and everything will happen, and I used to work in collections for 6 years. I totally understand how it works, what happens, but this is just our situation and this is what's happening for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and add up his. I know that the minimum payment total is $220 that we are paying on minimum payments. So let's go ahead and add up this total. Okay, so our total is $8,697.26. So his total before, it has gone down, not a lot, but it has. So let's go ahead and look at what it was and how much it's gone down. So we have $8,933.49. We're gonna go ahead and minus this total. $8,697.26. So his debt has gone down. I'm gonna go ahead and write that right here. We're gonna write difference. It went down $236.23. So this is his debt. This is where we're sitting at with him. Let's go ahead and move on to mine. Mine is, I feel like, a drastic change. So yeah, let's move on to mine. I'm gonna set these to the side. And I'm sorry if I'm not extremely chatty. I am extremely tired. It's super late, you guys. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, so here is mine. So like I said before, that J loan was on mine previously, and it used to be $4,054. It is now $2,189.26. So it has gone down like in half almost. So yes, there were changes, but there was new debt added in the meantime. So I do feel like we made a good impact on it, and I'm glad we were able to pay what we did pay, or else it would be a lot higher. So let's go ahead and move on to mine. So as you can tell, like certain things are further down. We were able to pay off the Surge credit card of $300, which I'm super happy about. This is a physician's bill to a doctor's office that I owe $325 to. Okay, my first access card was at $325, and it is currently at $426. So it has gone up. My Buckle credit card was at $587, and it is still at that total, $587. Now, Credit One is a new one, and it is $609. Now, Loan B is actually the same. It's $1,000. It's just a loan that I have, and I did make a mistake, so ignore that. M loan used to be $3,237, and it is now $1,212.59. We've made good progress on this one. Colorado Hospital was $952,778. So the reason that this went up is because, again, we had insurance things that were going on at the time of this, so it wasn't showing the full balance that I owed. So this is now my full balance for having my daughter and what my insurance did not cover. I used to live in Wyoming, but I had to deliver in Colorado because I was a high-risk pregnancy. So this is what they didn't cover. I don't understand why, but it is the way it is. So the credit union loan is the same still. So $4,433. Now student loans. So since I listed this one, so this top one is my, I can't remember if unsubsidized or subsidized has the interest, but the 7,000 is the one with interest. So this one was at $7,037 and it is at $7,194. I'm so glad that these are still on deferment, like, because they're still appealing it, and so payments have been pushed out now to June. Thank goodness, because I have $0 for that now. So this one that does not have interest is at $8,250. So it has gone down, not a lot, but some. And then my hospital bill was at $30,360, and I owe $28,380. So this has gone down as well, about $2,000 it's gone down. Yeah, so let's go ahead and add this up, but before I do that, I want to let you guys know that the only thing that I am actually making a monthly payment on is this one, and it is $100 because it is a personal loan through a family member. Everything else I am not making payments to. I understand what that means. Like I said, I've worked in collections for a long time and I get it. But this, I'm being real with you guys. This is what life is like when you don't make enough to make the minimum payments, these payments. And yes, things are going to happen. I'm well aware of that. So I'm going to work on this, or I'm going to work on my fiance's, and then we will get to mine. Slowly but surely we will get there. So let's go ahead and add up mine and hope that I don't mess this up. It's so late, you guys. So my current debt is at $55,194.59. As you can tell, that's a pretty big difference. I'm pretty proud in that. Let's go ahead and look at what the difference is. So we're going to take our total 61,326 minus our total here. So that was a change of, okay, our difference was $6,131.41. So I feel really good about this, and we're going to add our total together to see what our new balance of debt is. So I'm kind of nervous, you guys. I know it's still really high to you guys, but I do feel really proud as a low-income channel and a low-income family that we were able to pay this much down, because neither one of these have gone up. So I feel really good about that. That means we went an entire year without getting further into debt, but that we took our debt down. So let's go ahead and take our totals. $8,697.26. We're gonna plus our mine, $55,194.59. Wow. Okay. So our new total. This was in 2021. and this was the end of 2021. Our new debt is $63,891.85. And this is 2023, the beginning. Okay, so I do feel really good about that. So let's see what our difference in this is. So 70,259.49 minus our 63,891.85. Wow, okay, so we were able to make a difference of paying it down, of $6,367.64. That means in a little over a year, this is how much we paid to our debt. I feel really good about that. I'm hoping this year that we can double this amount and getting paid. So my goal is to pay off my fiance's debt completely and then put about $6,000 to $7,000 to mine. So if I'm able to do that, hopefully by next year, we will have pretty much all of this paid off, and I will only have student loans and my big hospital bill left. That's the goal. That way we can work towards paying off our student loans and then our hospital bill. The hospital bill is probably going to be last because it's a lot. Once I get further into my debt and I'm able to pay more off, I'm hoping and praying that our income changes, and who knows, maybe we'll pay all of it off because I am working towards getting my real estate license. If you're new here, I don't even know if I've actually told you guys that, but I have shared it on Instagram. If you're not following me, I'll link it here. But I'm actually working towards getting my real estate license. I'm hoping that with my real estate license, we will get a good commission sale from a house at some point in time. And what I'm going to do is I'm only going to use what I absolutely need to live off of and use it towards debt. Because as soon as we get out of debt, you guys, we will be saving for our wedding. We will be saving for our house, to buy a home. I'm unbelievably excited about all the things coming, and that is what's pushing me to finish to get my real estate license. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for following me along in this journey. I am sure it has been like a roller coaster for you guys. It has for me as well. I've moved 3 times. We had a home break-in. We had another baby, and all in a matter of about a year. So it's been a lot, but I'm excited for 2023. I'm excited for all the changes. I am pushing hard to creating a better life for my family, that we are financially free and that we get to enjoy our lives, because I saw this thing, and I hope you guys enjoy this, and anyone that's moms, you will, hopefully. So you only have 18 summers with your kids. And my oldest just turned 7, which means I only have 11 summers. If you really think about that, that's 11. That's it until she's 18. And that breaks my freaking heart, because I want to be able to enjoy them. I want to be able to show her, to take her on vacation, and I want her to make memories with us that will last a lifetime. And because we are in so much debt and we are so low income, we never have the money to go anywhere, which is really hard. Like, we are trying our hardest to make memories at our house, because we do have a pool this year. I'm so excited about that, because I will be spending lots of time in the pool. But I only have a limited time with my girls, and I want to cherish them, and I want to make a difference, and I want them to grow up with a different life than I had. Not saying that mine was bad in any way. I love mine in my childhood, and I love the memories I have. But you always want to do better for your kids. So I hope that pushes you guys, because that's what's pushing me, is that I have 11 summers with her, and I just had my youngest, so I have 18 with her. So I don't have very many summers with my kiddos before they're gone. And life is so short and precious, so I just want to soak it all in and enjoy my time with them. And so my goal is to make more money, pay down our debt, so we can go do fun things, go on trips, go see families, and just enjoy our summers, enjoy our days with them. My oldest is homeschooled, and I'm so glad that I get that time with her, because I love it. I love that I get to spend that time with her. So I've blabbed enough. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go now. But if you stayed to the end, I just want to say thank you guys so much for your support. You guys have really shown me so much love on my Etsy shop. I just wanted to show you guys this. So these are my placeholders, and I leave them sitting here all the time. And the reason for that being is that my goal is to get to one of these. I made these placeholders actually as like motivation to push myself for these amounts in my binders. So really excited to hit my first 500 and then my 1,000. And then of course I just have my cash total sitting here because I take these to the bank and they're laminated and stuff, but you can find all that on my Etsy. I'll have it linked down below. I just want to say thank you guys so much. I'm getting a little sentimental in this video. I hope that's okay. But it really just comes from a place in my heart where I never thought I would ever reach even 1,000 subscribers, let alone I'm coming up on 2,000. So it's just mind-blowing to me. And I really just did this to hold us accountable. And I'd say I did pretty dang good because we are down on our debt. So I'm proud of that. And I'm proud of my fiance and my family. So, all right, I'm done being sentimental. Thank you guys so much for watching. And in my next video, I will be doing either a budget with me, and I am going to be jumping on and explaining what cash stuffing is, why I do it, what works for me. I've had a lot of questions, and I did a poll on my Instagram about if you guys wanted to see a YouTube video or me show it on Instagram Reels, and YouTube won by a landslide. I will probably do both because I had people messaging me asking me if I can do both. So, but I've had a lot of questions on like, they don't understand why I stuff my bills and my rent when those are like automatic bills, and things, just confusion when it comes to cash stuffing. So I will be filming a video explaining all of that in the coming week. So I'm looking forward to that. And I just want to say thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.